think we have a problem. That didn't sound good. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me yet again for another video. I don't know why I get excited when I say that. It's like coming to YouTube is my place to let go. As you saw in that terrible clip, that noise was one of the couplers on my charge pipes coming off. Now, I think I was a bit in a rush when I was doing the job, and in the middle of trying to record everything, I forgot to tighten one of the clamps. It's terrible, I know. I almost broke my GTI. It was the one right in front on the throttle body, and the reason it was difficult, and I mentioned it in a video, is, you know, DFG tells you to, you know, maybe unplug something so that way you have a little bit more clearance. But even with that unplug, it's just terrible to get to it. You know, I tried to do it. I think I did it with a small screwdriver, but there's only so much torque you can put into that little small screwdriver in that tight space. So probably, to my understanding of my fingers, it felt as though it was tight, but it really wasn't. Now, that mistake could have cost me quite a bit. I'm actually pretty happy with how it all turned out. Got boost again. We're coming up on 500 subscribers. I think by next week we should be there sometime, according to trends. So I'm actually very happy about that, because, you know, when I started YouTube, I never thought that someone would actually sit there and listen to me talk and show you how to do things. I never thought anyone would be interested in just watching me do things that I like to do. So, and working on my GTI is definitely something I really like to do. So I definitely wanted to thank you guys. And as part of my thank you to you guys, we were gonna do a small giveaway, which I mentioned in a previous video. I will launch a video talking about the giveaway very soon. I think once I cross the 460 subscriber mark, we'll definitely get a video up there explaining the rules and regulations for winning this contest. But back to the topic of this video, guys. I cannot stress enough the importance of double checking your work, and this is an eye-opener for me, to make sure that I'm double checking every single thing that I do, especially when I'm recording, when I can be the most distracted. Now, just to clear the water, this had absolutely nothing to do with DFG and the turbo charge pipe that they sent over, or the clamp that they sent over for that specific coupler. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It fits perfectly. I looked at it and I just left it loose. I just barely tightened it. So there was no way that it was gonna hold on to, you know, 25 pounds of boost, which I'm pushing at on map 6. And by the way, I definitely moved up to map 6 again instead of the map 0, because I wanted to feel the bigger difference. I've been driving this car with almost, you know, 23, 24, 25 pounds of boost for a good portion of its life. So it's really what I know. So, you know, testing it out in stock form really made no difference to me. The car just felt sluggish in a way. I do have to say that after driving it in map 0 without the charge pipes, and then driving it in map 0 with the charge pipes, there is a slight throttle response difference. Maybe it's just a placebo effect, but a lot of the dyno tunes that I've seen on charge pipes and discharge pipes do show a small increase in power, and maybe that's what I'm feeling. But 6 or 7 horsepower, you're not going to feel as much, but slight throttle response you will feel, and that's what I gained from this. Now, adding the turbo inlet pipe, I think made an even bigger difference on how the turbo sounds. A lot of those shh noises, the suction noises, are more pronounced with the inlet and the intake that I have from Injen. Cold weather, is making my car way too fast. I am very curious to see how this car does on an actual dyno in the cold weather right now, because it's going to give me a good sort of perception of what it's going to feel like when I have my intercooler. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to try to find a good dyno place that's not too expensive, because I want to see what kind of power this thing is producing, and I want to be able to show you guys. So it has to be a dyno that's camera friendly. I know a lot of places they don't allow you in there with cameras. One of my qualifications for deciding where I'm going to do the dyno is their response to, I'm going to bring a camera and record what kind of numbers I put out. Also guys, those clamps that I talked about during the video, DFG is doing a revision on them, Sean told me, so we should be getting new clamps for that soon. I got a test model, so that way I can, you know, provide some feedback to modded Euros and DFG tuning as to, you know, what I saw was great, what I saw wasn't so great. So yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Just wanted to give you a little update while I head to work here. Get some content out there for you guys and update you on how my GTI is doing with the charge pipes. So thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.